welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel here today, guys. And of course we are still going to be celebrating that important and emphatic victory at home against Real Valladolid by 4-0. But what I really want to talk about in today's video is the man himself, Robert Lewandowski. I'm going to be talking there about his impact so far at Barça, what we've been seeing from him. And actually today, it's not even going to be about the goals. All of that is going to be coming up. Plus as well, plenty of transfer news as we are 48 hours away from the all-important deadline. Will Barca manage to get anything done before then? And what can we expect? It is coming up for you, so let's get to it. But if we do indeed start with Robert Lewandowski, and that is a phenomenal place to start in my opinion, because his impact so far at Barca, for me, it's been immediate. You know, he's come into the club here, 4 La Liga goals in his first 3 games. He's currently joint top there of the Pichichi race already, and he became the first player to score 4 goals in his first 3 La Liga games since Radamel Falcao for Atletico Madrid back in 2011, and the first Barcelona player to do so in the entire 21st century. And I think already it is absolutely incredible for me to see the warmth from the Barcelona fans there towards Lewandowski inside of the stadium, of course, and right throughout social media. You know, the praise already that Lewandowski is getting, the exposure, and I think already we're seeing why he made this move. And already for him, I think he'll be thinking, I made the right choice. I made the right decision this summer. Because let's be honest, guys, at 34 years old that Lewandowski is right now, at the stage of the career that he was at, it would have been incredibly easy for him to say, okay, I'm going to stay at Bayern. You know, I'm an incredible player. I'm extremely highly rated. You know, people think a lot of me in the game. I'm having success. He won every single club trophy imaginable at Bayern. It would have been so easy to say, I'm going to take the safe option. I'm not going to step out of my comfort zone, and I'm just going to see out my career in Germany. But no, Lewandowski didn't want to do that, because what he wanted to do, I feel, was come here to Barca to showcase his quality, and showcase exactly what he could do. Because I think in the Bundesliga, many people had the opinion of Robert Lewandowski that he was almost a flat-track bully. He was almost there a player who resides mainly in the penalty area, a poacher, a good number 9 who scored a lot of goals, but he did it in Germany. Of course he was highly rated, but I do believe his all-round game was underappreciated, because already at Barca, people are seeing that Lewandowski can play. This guy, for me, is not just about that prolific goal-scoring record that he can do, by the way, outside of Germany, but it's actually every area of his game that, for me, is really impressive and has already caught so many people's eye. And I want to show you this, because this is a passage of play here that, for me, illustrates everything that he can do. Everything good here about Robert Lewandowski and the way that he's helping this Barcelona team. Because you look at it here, there's nothing on. There's nothing happening. We're playing the ball in front of Valladolid, who are very, very deep. They've got lots of players there, packing the centre of the field. And Lewandowski, first of all, he wants to receive the ball. He's happy to drop in and receive the ball. And it's what he does next. Because what he does here is so intelligent. He tempts the defender to actually come out and meet him. He wants him there to follow in and actually get tight to Lewandowski. Because as you can see here, players go out to meet him, they close him down, they put pressure on him. But look at that there. In an instant, he's turned that entire situation around. He's tempted them out, he's lured them in, and he's turned them. He's spun the defence there in behind, and it's what happens next as well. Because Lewandowski, he's got good technical ability. You can see here as well the strength that he shows to just hold off and just handle the centre-back there without any problems. But it's also that next pass. And already at Barcelona, I have seen from Lewandowski a player who, yes, can score. He can score an absolute bundle of goals, but he's a good creator too. This guy can play. We have already seen him at Barcelona, opening up the field, making clever runs, playing passes. We've seen a backheel assist. He's already assisted with a backheel. He's already scored with a backheel. And this, for me, is what Lewandowski wanted to come and show. He's not just a centre-forward who's camping in the area, who's scoring tap-ins. This is a complete player. This is the best striker in the world. And we have him. And I look at what he's doing as well for our younger players at the club. You see him during games, passing on advice, giving instructions, telling younger players where to run and where to be. And I think especially, you look at Pedri's goal yesterday, even before that goal went in there, even before that run was made, he's pointing at the space. He's pointing at where that ball should be played, where Pedri should be arriving. He's the one advancing to open up all of that room. And I just look at what he could do there to pass on that wisdom, be that leader. He's put his arm already around Ansu Fati. He seems to have taken him under his wing. What a mentor that would be for a young player like him to look up and learn from Lewandowski. And this all just feels right now like the perfect fit for him to arrive at the club in the situation that we were in, to actually have the motivation, the drive, and the self-belief that he could make this work. And he's doing it. Of course there's a lot of the season to go. Of course there's still plenty more to prove. But in my mind right now, looking at the way that he's playing, looking at the way that he's already fitting in, and especially with this fan base, we are loving what we're seeing from Robert Lewandowski. And long may it continue. But of course, guys, along with what is happening on the field right now, I did also want to give you here an update on what is happening off it, because there is still certainly plenty of business that Barca would like to do before the transfer deadline, and especially still we are focusing on the full back areas. Now, Juan Foyth, that is something right now that's had some big developments over the weekend, because he's of course somebody who we have been targeting at right back. But this deal now appears to be moving very far away, because in Villarreal's match against Getafe, Juan Foyth went down with what looked at the time to be a pretty nasty knee injury, and it seems now that he's going to be ruled out for around 2 months of action with that knee problem. And I just think right now this looks like a deal that is very, very unlikely to happen. We all know about the €42 million release clause that Villarreal were demanding. That release clause actually is going to get even higher. There was a clause in his deal to see that release clause increase even more, and I just don't see this happening. Barca right now looking at alternatives, looking at other targets. We've heard in the media rumours there to Hamari Traore. The Rennes right back is certainly somebody that Barca apparently have been tracking, maybe interested in signing, but we are going to have to look at other options, and we are going to have to think outside the box maybe in these final days of the transfer window. There has also been a lot of talk at left back, of course. Marcos Alonso appears to be back on Barca's radar. He is somebody right now who's waiting every single day. All he wants is Barca to give the go-ahead. He is ready to make this move. He is desperate to make it happen, but Barca are still yet to say yes to Marcos Alonso, and I just wonder right now if he does come back into the equation. Before, I was really worried about Alejandro Balde. I was always of the opinion that, you know what, I don't want to see him go out on loan. I don't want Balde to leave the club. I want him to stay here and succeed and be counted on. But now I'm kind of looking at this Marcos Alonso deal, and if he was still to arrive, if he was to come in here, Xavi clearly wants him, and if he does come in, what does that mean now for Jordi Alba? Because Balde, for me, he's come in, he's already played the majority of the games so far, starting there against Real Sociedad, starting against Valladolid. Balde is doing the right things, and I do worry for Alba. If Marcos Alonso comes in, Xavi apparently was very unhappy with Alba's performance against Rayo Vallecano. He doesn't seem to be counting on him at this stage. And I think if Marcos Alonso comes in, at least right now, it's going to impact Alba more than it is Balde. There has also been quite a bit of talk in the media over the past 24 hours about Miralem Pjanic, because obviously there's been lots of talk throughout the summer that, you know, Pjanic had really convinced Xavi and that actually he was going to play a part in his plans for the current season, but we haven't really seen that so far, have we? Because Pjanic has not played a single minute in any of our first 3 La Liga games. He hasn't even come onto the field there. He didn't even play, of course, when Busquets was suspended against Real Sociedad, and he didn't even start in the friendly against Man City. So right now Barca are opening the door again. A few offers have been arriving in these past few days for Pjanic's exit is not ruled out, and this is another one that's interesting. Very interested to keep an eye on, because we thought that Xavi wanted him, counted on him, but is this another player who doesn't seem to be in the plans and maybe on their way out? And the same sort of situation right now for Memphis Depay. Obviously, we've got so many forward options. He is going to have very, very minimal minutes, if any at all, if he stays at the club. But the problem for Memphis is there's not a lot of options out there. There's not a lot of bids right now coming into Barca to take him, to take on his wages if he was to leave. So Memphis right now is in the situation whereby, no, he's not playing. He's not really a part of Xavi's plans in this team, but there is no concrete offer for him to leave as we get very, very close now to this transfer deadline. And I really do just want to know, guys, in the comments down below, what I want to hear from you is, what do you hope that Barca can achieve in these final days of the window? What players would you like to see arrive at the club? What do you feel we still need to bring in to really improve and strengthen this squad? And of course, as well, focusing as well on departures. Who do you think should leave? Who do you think will leave? Let me know all of that down below. I will keep you updated, of course, in these very, very important final hours. Thank you here, though, for watching here today. Let me know as well your thoughts on Lewandowski's impact. It's been a phenomenal start. And like I said earlier, long may it continue. I will see you soon, guys. Thank you for all your thoughts and all of your support. I will be back. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.